Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Our big story tonight, the NTSB is ramping up its investigation into the deadly crash involving a self-driving Uber car in Tempe.
Federal agents are now working to examine and collect information from the crash site and the car itself. Team 12's Charlie Etzity is live in Tempe with a closer look at what the legal future could hold for Uber. Charlie?
Good evening, guys. Uber says they actually have cameras outfitted both inside and outside of their self-driving vehicles. And it's actually that footage along with the data that could hold a lot of answers to the many looming legal questions surrounding this case.
This will be one of the most studied accidents in history.
The tragedy that unfolded at this Tempe intersection is being called the first of its kind. An Uber car in self-driving mode hitting and killing a 49-year-old woman crossing the street.
There will be more experts reviewing the data from this accident than probably anything other than an airline crash, for instance, because you're going to have that same level of data. You're going to have numerous sensors. You're going to have cameras. You have a physical person who is there.
NTSB personnel have arrived in Tempe and are taking a closer look at the Uber car, the accident site, both video and data from the vehicle, as well as the safety driver who was sitting behind the wheel. And what to make of that data is the next big question. The Tempe Police Department says they're forwarding the case on to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office to review potential charges in this case. But how would charges be handled when a computer was controlling the car?
I think that it's very premature for people to discuss charges in this case. Charges typically require intent, and we don't seem to have any intent here.
Arrowwood points out we still don't know where the victim, Elaine Herzberg, was crossing the street and whether there were any obstructions that hid her from view. But police are saying the woman was not in a crosswalk, and the safety driver in the Uber car did not show any signs of impairment.
Before we just look at the vehicle, we have to say, what is it that that person in the driver's seat didn't see? So if a person wouldn't have seen it, it's not necessarily reasonable to expect that sensors in a vehicle would have seen whatever it was, a person in this case.
And tonight, the Maricopa County Attorney's Office says they're still waiting on the submittal to come from the Tempe Police Department before they can begin reviewing potential charges. We're live from Tempe. Charlie Etzity, 12 News.